Hi, my name is Gurmeet. I am the Head of Financial Education, Training and Capability Development for WealthTrade Malaysia. Today I am going to focus on the gold trend based on fundamental analysis and also technical analysis. Moving forward, our first fundamental factor that we will look at, it would be the interest rate. As we know currently in US, the Federal Reserve has actually increased their interest rate up to beyond 2%. And it is likely to be that at the end of this year, it will be forecasted to be at 4.2% to 4.5%. As we could see that the current rate that we have is at 3.2% to 3.5%. Consecutively, this has been happening, and we could see that this trend for bearish has been continuing from the previous weeks as well. For our second fundamental factor that we can look into is the Eurozone consumer inflation, which is normally higher, which means that this will allow the interest rate to be much more higher, as there is a correlation between the European Union economy with US as well. Thus, this would help in order to increase the US dollar more. Thirdly, moving forward, as we could see, for the unemployment claims, which is expected to be at 229,000. However, as we can see, for the previous data, which was being forecasted, most of it is actually higher than the actual result. Which means that we could see that the unemployment claims will be lower this time. This is due to last month there was a slight reduction in the unemployment claims compared to this month. Maybe there could be a slight shift as US economy is actually trying its best in order to head to the right direction. Fourthly, as we can see, the existing home sales is actually expected to be at 4.69 million. This is actual good news for the home sales in America. The trend that we are looking at is bearish. However, we should just wait for the core incident news, as the core incident news would actually be anytime, and this will allow a shift in the market. The fundamental range that we are looking at is between 1690 to 1600. Moving forward with our technical analysis, I will take you to our investing.com. As you can see over here in the investing.com, first and foremostly, I will look at the daily. At the daily, we will look at the Fibonacci, which would be the 3 support points and the 3 resistance points. First and foremostly, as we can see here, we have 3 support points, which is the support 1 is 1626.32, the support 2 is 1619.80, and the support 3 is 1609.23. As you can see, these are the 3 support points that we are looking at. For the resistance points, we have 1647.44, we have 1653.96, and we have 1664.53. These are the 3 resistance points that we are looking at. We will actually need to look at our technical indicators as what they are actually displaying. As we could see over here, we have a strong sell at the daily, and this is because most of the technical indicators here gives us a sell. Thus, what we could do is that we can look at our resistance points and we can place a sell. However, we would like to have more confirmation, which means that we will have to actually look at our 2 higher time frames, and thus we will be able to know our trend. As we can see, at our weekly, we have a strong sell. As we look at our monthly, we also have a strong sell. This shows that actually we have a strong sell and we are able to actually go for our strong sell. But we would like to have more confirmation, which is I will be using linear regression as it is not in the investing.com in order for me to do more confirmation on a trend. As I will show you here, as you can see here at the back, at the daily, my linear regression is showing me a downtrend, which means that I know that it's actually the market is going down. And moreover, I can confirm this with my two higher time frames, which is the weekly. As I could see over here, it's a slight downtrend as well. And I can go for my monthly. I can see that it's a more towards uptrend. Alright. So what we would do is that we already have more confirmation that it is more towards sell. But I would like to confirm it more, which means that I would like to see what would be the percent profitable that I would get, and I will have to ensure that my percent profitable is above 50%. I will be using two strategy tester in order to do that. The two strategy tester that I can do or I can use is the Bollinger Band strategy tester and also the RSI strategy tester. So what I would do is that I would check at my daily for my RSI strategy. I'll go with my RSI strategy. So for my RSI strategy, as I can see here at the daily, I have about 57.73%. And for my weekly, I have about 38.46%, which is lower than 50%. And I have monthly, which is about 25% for my percent profitable. What I would do is that I need to test it with the Bollinger Band strategy tester. As I can see, at the Bollinger Band strategy tester, at the monthly, I have 51.72%. At the weekly, I have 53.7%. And for the 1 day, I have 62.59%. As I could see here, it is important for me to get my RSI strategy tester and my Bollinger Band strategy tester to give me a percent profitable which should be above 50%. As I can see from all these time frames, the daily time frame is more supporting, as I could see that my strategy tester is actually showing me more than 50%. Thus I can confirm that my trend is a downtrend. What I would do is that I would go to my resistance points, looking at the current market. As I could see my current market currently, I will look at the current market price and I will go to the investing.com to see my latest resistance points, which would be 1647.44. That's the point that I would enter, and I will take my profit at the pivot point, which would be at 1636.88. The reason why I use Fibonacci is because Fibonacci has one of the highest probability in order for us to know where is the actual price is going to be. And this price is already given in the investing.com. And if let's say I would like to go for my stop loss, I can actually place my stop loss at the R2, which is the resistance 2, which would be at 1653.96. This is one of the most easiest way in order for you to trade. One of the most simplest way by using the linear regression in order to know the trend, using the strategy tester, confirm it with the data that you have and with all the technical indicators that you have in the investing.com. And this is one of the way that you can actually secure your trade. It has a 80% above chances of winning rate. This information is from the investing.com and also from the Forex Factory. If you need any further information, kindly contact me. May you have a great day.